Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here. It's Sunday the 2nd of October and got a forecast for you just going through the next couple of weeks and just taking a look at how things may develop over the next couple of weeks. Apparently Saturday's forecast didn't work, so hopefully this one will get online and you'll be able to see it. I want to start off with these charts. These are the 7 to 10 day mean 500 millibar flow charts, and UK is just under there. Look, here's North America, and what they also show is the anomalies in the heights. So here, these oranges, these are higher than normal heights, the blues are lower than normal heights. Roughly speaking, red equates to warm air with high pressure underneath. The blue is cooler air and tends to get low pressure quite close to these areas. Now, the one on the left is the ECMWF model, the one on the right is the GFS model, and these are for the period from next Sunday, so that's when the 9th, through till the Wednesday, which is the... when's that? The 12th, and it's that period that we're looking at, so it gives us an idea as to how things develop in the medium range. And you can see there's quite good agreement between the two, but what the GFS does quite significantly is build these heights, look, through the British Isles, whereas the ECMWF keeps them further west, with the jet stream blowing through the country. The jet stream is where these height lines are close together, although the GFS has that too, but has it shifted away further north. So we've got to decide on which one of these two we're leaning more towards, and I think what we've got to do is to take from these that they're hinting that pressure is going to be building again after a period of more unsettled weather during the course of this week. It looks like pressure does build again into the middle part of the month, and I can kind of accept that as happening, and you can see it more when we take a look at the charts. So here we go. These are the charts from weatheronline.co.uk for the next few days. Here's the date and timestamp here. Look, Sunday the 2nd at 3 GMT, so that was early hours of this morning. Now notice as we run through the sequence into the later part of tonight and into tomorrow, stronger winds, some outbreaks of rain excuse me, coming into northern and western parts of Scotland. Rain then transfers eastwards as a very weak front look during Monday afternoon, but the main feature of this front is going to be to introduce much cooler weather across Scotland, northern England and Ireland on Monday, and then through all parts of the country by Tuesday. Now, we then see this high pressure building in again, look to the south, just a weak ridge coming through, very little rain around during the course of Tuesday, but then on Wednesday quite a feature developing north of Scotland, an area of low pressure with fronts associated with it, bringing outbreaks of rain through Ireland and Scotland, most of them generally out towards the west, very little rain down in the southeast. But I think the effect on Wednesday is it'll be quite a mild day during the course of Wednesday. I think we will probably find some drizzly outbreaks of rain for most, but I think eastern areas tending to stay on the dry side. Now, into Thursday, things become much more unsettled. We've got low pressure, a deep area of low pressure, look up towards the north of Scotland, and strong winds, look, through the British Isles and Ireland, the isobars close together there, and notice how the showers mainly affecting these western coasts. So I think Thursday really is going to be a shock day. That's the one where temperatures take a big tumble, so it will be feeling pretty cool. Now, after that, we see high pressure look building out towards the west, and into the weekend, that high pressure tending to stay there. So much of England and Wales look as if they're going to be dry, but always, all the time, these fronts brushing through Scotland and Ireland, bringing the threat of some rain to northern and western Scotland and the north and the west of Ireland. To the south, we stay under higher pressure look, and that's the way this model takes it. It's keeping these southern areas dry, the rain always tending to be further north, and it keeps it like that through to the middle part of the month. I can accept this, and I've always said that October was going to be a month of two halves. The beginning would be mainly settled for much of the country, whereas the second half of the month would go far more unsettled, although of course not quite like that if you're in Scotland. So let's just take a look at the 10-day precipitation forecast. This is from the GFS model again, and you can see how for the period from Sunday the 2nd to Sunday the 9th, so that's from today to next Sunday, most of the rain is through northern and western areas. From a week on Monday to a week on Tuesday, look, again it's northern and western areas seeing most of it, but look how dry it is down towards the south. And if you look on the anomaly charts, well, that just confirms it. Look, very dry conditions during the next week across the southern half of the country, nearer normal conditions for northern and western parts of Scotland and the north of Ireland, but essentially the emphasis is still on this dry weather. I think that's the way we can treat things, particularly for the south of the country until mid-month. The north certainly seeing some outbreaks of rain, but can't help thinking we might well pay for this during the second half of the month. The big story this week, though, will be the dip in temperatures, particularly on Thursday, when it looks like being breezy and cold. Thanks for watching. keep the sun shining.